Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Pardon the Interruption. Today, I'm Jacob Orlick alongside Lev and Ian, and we're going to discuss if mass expansion is good in Major League sports. Let me start with you, Lev. What do you think on this topic?
I think the answer is a very definitive no. We have enough teams by now, and it's most definitely, we just saw the NHL go from 30 to 32 in a span of about 6 years. The NFL about 20 years ago, they went to 32. And we're seeing some of these newer teams, especially in the NFL, fail, right? And if there's expansion, there's more chance for wasted money. What cities would the MLB expand to? Because I know a lot of people think that the MLB should expand. And I heard that the favorites are Orlando and Charlotte. But let's think about this. Orlando has a basketball team. That does not produce well for that city. They do not make enough money. It's probably a less profitable business than the average sports franchise because they don't have fans coming to the games. Florida does not care about baseball, right? So why would we add a third team to Florida if we're already struggling with the first two? And then the other one, Charlotte, which I've seen a lot of people say. So you can make some of the same arguments. The Hornets don't do well at all. And the Panthers aren't one of the Panthers don't do too well either. We don't see these teams doing too well. And too many teams, this could cause so much more drama. It could cause having to make new divisions. It would be too much stuff. And I don't think the league should do that.
Got you. Ian, what do you think?
I completely disagree. There are teams with history, with sports history, the Seattle Supersonics, the Montreal Expos, who no longer have their own
Why did those teams move? Why did those teams move? Because they weren't making enough money.
These teams, these cities have history. They have passion.
It's not just passion, it's money.
The city wants the Supersonics back. Sure, it's money. It's a business. These people want them back. They're going to have a rush. They're going to have an influx of fans once they come back to the city.
How do you know?
Because
it's going to go again in 5 years.
It's a spectacle. People want sports teams.
These fans could leave right again in 5 years, right? Why did the Sonics leave? Because they were not getting fans. Why did the Expos leave? Because they were not getting fans. There are reasons for teams leaving, not just because they're I think it's going to be better if we play here. It's money. It's all money. These teams are businesses before teams. Always going to be a business. It's always going to be about money. And there's a reason the teams in the cities did not do well. They left because they could not get enough fans, and they were not getting enough income as a team.
When did the Expos leave?
2005.
2005. That, at this point, is almost 20 years ago. A lot can change in 20 years. These people want a team back. They want their history to remain in Montreal. And let's talk about and on the topic of Canada, let's talk about expanding other sports in Canada. Football doesn't have a Canadian team. Pretty much every other major sport does. How about we try that? They have their own league. How about we give them a team in the NFL, the best football league, arguably the best football league in the world, arguably the best league in America. Let's expand that from in America to in North America, maybe even to the world. We have games in England. We have games in Germany. Why don't we give England a team? Mexico. These are markets that are unexplored, waiting to be tapped open.
We're making this way too big. This is not college sports. There are not enough professional players to fill how many teams you want. You probably want 50 teams. There are not enough players who are able to do that. Wouldn't they add a team to the wrong place? And not only drama can happen between teams, but between countries. What if you add drama to add a team to a country that the USA doesn't like, right?
Then we wouldn't add a team that. Why would?
Who knows? They might. There have been talks about adding teams to China.
They have their own leagues.
The big ones are London. The big ones are Mexico. I guess I could kind of understand that, but only for football. No other sport. Because you have games which within 2 or 3 days for other sports. For baseball, it's a back-to-back a lot of the time. For basketball, you get 2 days rest. Hockey, about 3. That is not enough time to fly out of the country. You're going to be very jet-lagged, going to be very tired for your game. And then you have to, say, you're a team in Philly. You fly to London for an away game, and then your next game's against a team in LA. So you got to fly from London to LA, and
People
this is all in the
accommodate
span of
schedule-
1 week.
People accommodate schedules. That's why, for example, that's why everyone's complaining about like this stuff. People they will accommodate the
What about the
schedule.
postseason? What about the postseason?
Postseason. Okay, we'll figure that out. They'll figure that out. This is we're talking right now about regular season games. Right now, we will figure it out.
Well, I'm gonna have to cut you guys off there. Pretty heated debate today, and we'll continue tomorrow. I'm Jacob. This is Lev. Ian signing off.